Hello, today is Wednesday, January 9th. Actually, it's Tuesday the 8th, but I'm making my video in advance, so pretend, hey, it's Wednesday when you're going to see this, so how's that? I am going to talk today about face coverings. It's winter time, and I live in an area that gets very cold and windy. It hasn't gotten really that cold yet. Probably the coldest it's been when I've been out running so far this winter is probably teens, mid-teens, 14, 15 maybe. Still pretty bearable. But I'm making this video because I actually made a video last year, right around this time. I'll have to link it, just FYI. I made a video about this because I bought this from Bondi Band, and they call it their neck gaiter. And now I love Bondi Band. I do. I did not like this. Just because this fabric, and I'm not exactly 100% sure what kind of fabric this is, other than it's, I don't know. I'm not very good at those kind of details. But it does keep me very, very warm. But the problem I had is that when I would put it up on my face, the fabric is really, really thick, okay? So when I would breathe, I'm running, and the fabric was just too thick. I couldn't breathe well. It was like suffocating me. So I just don't care for this. It's great for the neck. It keeps me really warm. It's the self-wicking material. That's great. I just did not like this. For covering my mouth and face here, it was just not good for me. Other people may like it. I did not. So I also have this, which I haven't worn in a while, and this is kind of fine too. Put like this. I always feel like Hannibal Lecter when I put it on. Hello, Chris. But this is also good. It's not bad, other than it's there the whole time. It's not easy to pull down. Well, it was there, but if I'm running and stuff, I just didn't like. And what would happen? It's got a fleece on the inside, which is ironic because that's what I'm going to talk about next. But once I started sweating and stuff, I didn't like how it felt on my face. I'm a heavy sweater, okay? Not everybody has this problem. I sweat a lot. Whether it's I ran today, and when I got done, I was just drenched with sweat. And when I walked into the Y, because I ran before my class, I walked in the Y, and I'm peeling my stuff off, and it's just dripping with sweat. And I'm like, how can it be so cold, and yet I am dripping with sweat? I was so hot and sweaty and just dripping. My stuff was drenched. I have this. Not that I don't like it. It's not a favorite of mine. Okay, so that's an option you have. So I kind of got to looking at this one, and this is very, very basic. It's whatever this material it is. All it is just, it's just got to seam up the middle, and that's all that it is. So I went and I bought some fleece and did the same thing basically. You got to turn it inside out so you can see it. All I did was measure it and cut it, and then just zip it up. I don't have a fancy dancy. You get this from a serger. I don't have a serger, but I just simple stitch up the two pieces of fabric together, and there you go. So I like this. Now the only bad thing about this, or negative thing, or thing that's not so great, fleece is not self-wicking. So depending on how far you're going, and depending on if you're a really heavy sweater or not, you may or may not like it. So I actually don't mind it as much, even though I sweat quite a bit. Because with this, it's easy if I'm running. I can start with it up here, and if I get too hot or if it starts to get too sweaty, I can pull it down. This is breathable though, super, super breathable. I have no problem when I'm running and when I'm breathing. I have no problem with the airflow coming in and out of there. It's just enough of a barrier that it's blocking the cold, but it's still allowing me to have my proper airflow without it feeling like this seriously like sucks in my mouth, and I push it out, and I suck it in, and so this is much more nicer. And the advantage to having this is long, and I made some, I'll show you I made some like this. I just put it out. I made some like this. Well, this is because of my Team Giraffe thingy that I have going on. I haven't told you guys about that, or did I? I might have told you about it when I signed up back in December. I'll get to it. Anyways, I'm on Team Giraffe for the Chili Challenge, and so I found this fabric, fell in love with it because it's giraffe fish, or that's giraffe, right? It's not cheetah. It's giraffe. And this is the short version of this, and I made some for my friend Abby, the short version as well. And with hers, I should have brought the fabric over. She unfortunately is a Cyclone fan, and so knowing that she is, and because I am a very nice friend, I went and bought her Cyclone colors, and I made hers out of Cyclone colors. So hers had an extra seam in it because I had to combine the two colors together. This is made from just one piece of fabric. When I lay out the fabric, I don't know if you can see how you see my table, I put the fold here, and then I measure, and then I cut it. And so I have one seam. If you do more than one color, you're going to have two different seams. One color on one side, one color on the other side. But the nice thing about these really long ones, is that you can really, really pull it up here. Pretend I'm running. I'm in my running gear. You can really, really pull it up. I even one day I didn't wear a very good hat. I think all I wore was a regular Bondi band. So what I did was I pulled it up like this. So it's covering my ears, it's covering my head. I can actually even still kind of pull it up like this. Not completely, because then I look like a dork like that, but I can pull it up and still have a little bit here. So I can go like this, and it's also really long on the neck. So then you can tuck it down into your shirt or whatever you want. You don't have as much room with that with the shorter ones. This is still sweating. Ugh. I mean, it still gives you plenty of neck room. I still can pull it up. I can even pull it up to the top of my ears. I usually have a hat or a Bondi band or something that's coming up to here. I still got plenty of room. It still comes down into my neck, lots of room. I just can't really pull it up. And still it's starting to come up off my neck now. So that's the only, it's not even really a disadvantage. It's just the difference between having a short, and I don't know if you want to call this, I mean, they call this a neck gaiter. I don't know if that's copyrighted or whatever. I'm sure there are other places that call theirs neck gaiters. Face warmer, whatever you want to call it. This is just fleece from a fabric store like Joann's. They have tons of different colors. I just went and bought this one yesterday. Somebody special is going to get a pink one. So they're super easy and super fast to make, and I like them, and they're warm, and even though it doesn't wick, it's really not that unbearable though. It's really not too bad. Now my sock exchange person, I showed this in the picture, but I didn't really talk about it. If you looked at when I had my sock exchange from Bluegrass Tri Chick, this was sent to me. This was, I meant to bring that over. Hang on. This is called Buff, the original multi-function headwear. And it actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, it actually has 6 different ways. Actually has more than that. More than 12 ways to wear this. So, and it's basically the same thing. Other than theirs was not sewn together. They obviously got some kind of fabric that it was whole like this, whereas this had to have a seam in it. Very similar thing. So it has 12 different ways you can do it. You can do a neckerchief, okay, sun guard, face mask, hood. I've never even seen this word. Balaclava, a cap, a neck gaiter. I don't know how to Sarah. I don't know how to say that word. Do-rag, pirate, foulard, hairband. Yeah, lots of different things. This is actually this is a really light fabric. I ran with it the other day. I actually did not care for it because I don't know if it's because it's a super, super light fabric. And from what I understand, they've got different levels of their thermal insulation, and this is level 1. So this is obviously their really thin fabric. But I had a hard time with this when I was running. That it didn't have as much. I don't know. It didn't stay up as easily on my face when I was running. It fell down very, very easily. I don't know if it's because it's the thinner fabric and this is the thicker fabric. But you have a lot of options in terms of what you can buy. Now this, I want to say this was like $15, $20. I don't remember. I know I bought it at a Shields over in Coralville. So just your sporting goods store is going to carry something like this. I don't like this for running. If I were to go walking or something, I would probably wear this. This, I just don't, I should probably give this away. I just don't care for it. The fabric is just a little too thick. Yes, it is wicking fit fabric, but a little too thick. It was suffocating me, literally, when I was running. I couldn't stand it. And you got your long version, and then this is fleece. You get your long version, you got your short version. There's so many different fleece patterns, out there that you can find different colors, different designs, and whatnot. And I kind of went crazy, and I actually made some. When I made them for Abby, I made them for her and her girls and her husband, and just got crazy all sewing, because it only takes like it took me less than a yard of fabric to make six of them for Abby's family. Of course, they were the short ones too. The longer ones take a teeny bit more fabric, but not really a lot. So, and then you've got this brand here that I've never heard of before until I actually got it in the mail. But I'm sure there are lots of other options out there, but you have options in terms of what you can wear when you're running. If you like these, they're super easy to make. I will measure these because somebody had asked me about the measurements and stuff. So I will measure these, but you can kind of make it as long as you want. Longer, shorter, you could actually even make it even shorter than this and have it where it just, comes up there and stuff like that. So that was my topic for today. Hoping I kept it a little bit shorter than usual. I made me some guacamole for lunch, and I'm really, really hungry. So I want you to have a really good day, and I will see you later. Bye.